Hello, teacher friend. My name is Jocelyn, and I am an online teacher and digital nomad, traveling while teaching both English and Spanish online. If this is your first time coming to the channel, first of all, welcome and get ready to hear some very valuable tips and tricks that you can utilize in your very own online teaching journey. This channel is designed to equip you with the tools to be an effective and successful online teacher, whether you decide to work independently or for a company. In the past, I've talked a bit about my experience and thoughts on the VIP Kid platform, which I totally credit with teaching me so many valuable things about online teaching. And basically, my beginnings with VIP Kid has given me the confidence and skills I needed to grow with other platforms such as Outschool. That's why today I want to take some time to talk about my progression, how I found Outschool, and why it is such a fabulous company to work for. And after watching this video, if you have additional questions or are interested in applying for Outschool, I will leave my referral link down below. And please send me an email letting me know you applied or that you're interested in applying, but maybe still have some more questions. I am more than happy to help you with the application process. I know I may have some subscribers where this might be the first time you've ever heard about Outschool. Or maybe you've heard about Outschool before but are worrying that maybe you missed the boat and the market is too saturated. Well, I am here to tell you that Outschool is a growing company and there is still time to get on this boat. Just this past week, Outschool sent an email to all of their teachers letting us know that their bookings have increased by 36% in this new year. And in particular, they've seen a 45% increase in English, health and wellness, and art classes. I mean, that's incredible. When I first joined Outschool, it was the summer after COVID first appeared on the scene, and many summer camps, schools, and day camps were closed as a result. So I'll admit that when I first joined and pretty much during that first year, I wasn't really sure how Outschool would fare in the future once things began to open up and kids were able to go back to school in person or go back to their daycare in person. But here we are almost 2 years later, and I have only seen an increase in the number of students that I have served. So do not be dismayed. Online learning is not going anywhere, and there's still time to become a part of it. Something that I also hear a lot is some trepidation from brick and mortar teachers who taught a bit online while school buildings were closed. And I often hear them say that it was such a terrible experience and they never want to teach online again. And while that feeling and those experiences of what in person teachers went through when they had to shift and all of a sudden teach online is totally valid, I want to tell you that Outschool is very, very different. And here are just a few reasons why. First, as an Outschool teacher, you have total control over how many kids are in your class. This means that you can keep your classroom sizes small and manageable, so you do not have to teach to 25 kids, 35 kids, or 40 kids. You can keep them as small as you want. And this is great because it means that your students get the individualized attention that they need and deserve. Another bonus is that you are completely in charge of what you are teaching. So you do not have to worry about teaching to a test, admin randomly popping into the classroom and criticizing the way that you're teaching, or any outside paperwork. So while of course you're going to spend some time lesson planning outside of hours that you teach, you may have to spend some time responding to parent requests or messaging them about, what you're doing in the classroom. You don't have to grade papers if you don't want to. You don't even have to assign homework if you don't want to. And there's no other additional paperwork. So you can focus on what you do best, which is teaching. Another important thing to note is that unfortunately, our society does not always show their appreciation or how much they value teachers monetarily. But that can stop when you teach independently or decide to join a platform like Outschool where you can set your own prices. Outschool gives you the ability to set your prices per student. So the more students you have in your classroom, the higher your earning potential goes. And if you have some more questions regarding pricing and how you should go about pricing your classes, I'm going to leave the link down below to one of my other YouTube videos where I talk about things you should consider before setting your price for a particular class. Also, along this same lane of feeling appreciated, I must say that I definitely feel really appreciated and supported by the Outschool community. And there's a few reasons for that. One being that the company is very transparent. They send us emails with updates on new initiatives that they're doing. They're constantly updating their platform so that it's more user friendly, really taking into consideration the feedback that they've gotten from teachers. And they also offer professional development and training opportunities for people so that we feel confident once we decide that we're ready to begin teaching on the platform. They also showed their appreciation in a major way this past December when they gave a ton of teachers on their platform Christmas bonuses, something that none of us were expecting as independent contractors. I've actually never heard of another company giving bonuses to their independent contractors, but Outschool really believes in their teachers, recognizes that the teachers are the reason why their platform is doing so well, and so they wanted to share some of their earnings with us, which was amazing. And it definitely secured a lot of loyalty from myself and from other Outschool teachers as well. And now I can't say that next year they're going to be doing something similar, but it definitely meant a lot to the teachers that are currently teaching on the platform. So, all in all, my experience on Outschool has been nothing short of fantastic. I feel supported as a teacher, I feel appreciated, I feel valued, and I feel so in control of how I want to teach and run my online teaching business. And while there are lots of Outschool teachers out there already, I do truly believe that online teaching in general is not going anywhere. And Outschool itself has proven that it is adaptable, it is flexible, and it's constantly trying to create new opportunities to bring in more students for their teachers to teach. So, if you are debating on whether or not you want to join Outschool or be a part of this team, I highly recommend that now is the time. And like I said, if you still have questions or kind of feel a little bit on the fence, please feel free to reach out to me either via Instagram or directly through my email. You can also leave a comment down below, and I will either respond directly to that comment, or maybe it is such a good question that I will go ahead and make a video about it. So that is all I have to share for now. I hope this video gives you the confidence you need to come and join this wonderful platform called Outschool. And as always, please remember to like and subscribe if you found this video valuable, and happy teaching, teacher friend.